Welcome to your yoga practice for today. Today we'll be going through a flow with energy and tapping into a little bit of our core balance. So we'll get started right away. A flow with energy is to maintain breath with body movements. So lie onto your back, take one hand onto your heart and one to your belly, and let's just connect to the ground and to the earth in a way that invigorates or reinvigorates our mind and body. If you're looking to reset your day or perhaps kickstart your day, take a moment here to breathe in deeply and empty completely. Do that again. Deep breath in and out. Last one. Take this opportunity to simply acknowledge yourself for making it to the mat, for being here for yourself, for the energy that's already deep within you, but sometimes needs a little bit of catalyst energy, a little bit of a ignition to start. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Let your tail get heavy on the mat. Take a deep breath here. Wake up your feet, point and flex them as you exhale. And then lift your toes just to knee height and press the knees away from you with your hands. Now right here, all we're going to do is a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to pull your knees to your palms press into your knees. They don't get any closer, but you feel the tension build in your belly. And again, deep breath in. Squeezing exhale, knees to hands, hands to knees. Last three. 2 more breaths. Try to relax the shoulders back, keep the head heavy, the jaw relaxed, eyes towards the ceiling. Good, now bring the knees back into your chest. Interlock your hands behind your head. And we'll do a quick little side to side wake up for the core. So you can leave your head and hands on the floor here, but I might suggest lifting your head and your heart, but letting your head drop into your hands. Lift up your toes so you can see them, but pull your knees in. Now extend your left leg long. You'll feel your tail come back down. The lower the leg goes, the harder this will be. So choose wisely the angle of your extended leg. And then we'll alternate. Inhale, center, exhale, side. Option to tap the elbow to the opposite knee. So left knee, right elbow, right knee, left elbow, crisscross. Remember to really reach through the extended leg. So you want to feel the knee get straight and long. Try not to flail from side to side here, but be really accurate with your movements, and especially with your breath. Couple more. We're igniting that fire within, so you'll feel a little heat, a little power. Last one. Let your head go heavy. Catch behind your thighs below the knees, and then lift your head, but rock yourself from shoulders to hips, front to back, bringing that vital energy from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now from here, we'll roll all the way up and over onto all fours. Take 3 cat-cows to stretch that front body out open. Inhale. And then round it out, exhale. Deep breath in, pull forward. Just look over the edge of your mat. And then exhale, round. One more. And from your tabletop, tuck your toes under, hips towards heels, slide your hands forward so you're in the longest extension of the arms. Let your forehead come to the mat, and then pull your shoulders down from your ears. Lift your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. High plank breath in. Check the distance from your hands to your feet so you're nicely stacked over your wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. High plank breath in. Exhale, downward dog. So you're not shifting the feet forward and back, you're just moving the whole body from the heels. The ankles have flexion and extension. A little pump of energy as we flip the world a little upside down, and then we'll gradually bring it right side up. On your next high plank, pause, knees up or down, lower, chaturanga, hover part way, and then go all the way to your belly. Flip your feet, little cobra, lift your head and your heart together, and then release down. Tuck the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, breath in. Step the right foot forward, breath out. Fingertips ahead of your toes. Step your left foot to meet your right. Open the feet hip distance, halfway lift. Bow forward fully. Then press to rise, go all the way up. Arms overhead, palms meet, hands to heart center. Reset, reach up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Step your right foot back, lunge, breath out. Knee lifted off the floor. Unless it's really challenging, you can place the knee on the mat. Bring your hands through heart center. Now release your arms by your sides. And we're going to flow here a little bit with the arms. So you'll inhale up. And then exhale forward like you're going to take off out of your back leg. Inhale up. Exhale forward. So we're pumping prana through the body, enticing a greater heartbeat. So we're circulating more blood through the body, and with more oxygen, a clearer path, a cleansing of the mind and the body. One more. Now this time stay. Feel your weight transfer into your left foot. You might step or hop your back foot up. Float over your left leg into airplane for 3. Breathe, palms together for 2. At your heart center, keep your back leg lifted. Left hand comes to the floor or a block. Right limbs to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon for 3. Breathe for 2. You got this. And then release your limbs to the floor. And if you toppled out like I did, it's okay. Lift halfway. Bow forward. Press to rise. Go all the way up. And hands through heart center. Let's start again. Sweep up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back, long lunge. As the knee is lifted, now of course if the knee is down, you're going to modify and then lift it when you can. Hinge forward, press off. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Gaze over the big toe to the edge of your mat. Inhale up. Long breathing, navel to spine. One more. Come through and pause. Shift the weight onto your right foot. Gradually take the weight into your right leg. Get tall into airplane and a little hinge at your hips. Deep breath. Hands to heart. Right hand comes down. Left limbs to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon position. Wake up your toes. Press out through your heel or the mound of your foot. Feel free to use a block or a water bottle here to stay a little taller. Now with control, as best you can, bring the hand and the foot back to the mat. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Press to rise, go all the way up. And hands through heart center. Release the arms. Sweep up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Taking that left leg to the sky. Step the left foot forward. Fingertips ahead of your toes. Pop the right leg up. And then lower your right foot hip distance from your left foot. 2 fists if you want to measure. Lift halfway. And bow forward. Press to rise. Go all the way up. And hands through heart center. Now toe heel your feet right together. A good way to build energy and heat in the body is to engage the lower body, the big muscle groups, your quads, your glutes, and your calves. Sweep the arms forward, Utkatasana. Deep breath. Smear your heels a little wider. Pull your knees behind your toes. So if they're driving forward, pull back. Sit down, zip up your low belly. Don't round it, but pull it in ever so subtly. Sit a little lower. Then gather your hands at your heart. Now staying here, shift your weight onto your left foot, pick up your right heel. From your right foot, you're going to step back, lunge, right elbow to left knee, twist. Now you can put the knee down or keep it lifted, depending how much energy and balance you feel you have today. For 3, breathe. Push off your back toes. 2. Now open to warrior 2, cartwheel up and open, back heel comes down, arms swing wide. Now we're gonna flow through a little bit of exalted to side angle. So exalted warrior is left arm to the sky, right hand either to your tail or down your back thigh. Side angle, reaching forward, left elbow to knee, reaching straight up or even over your ear. Stay strong in the legs, come up, inhale, reach back, exhale. Inhale, warrior 2, reach forward and up and over, side angle, exhale. Inhale, warrior 2, exhale, reach up and back. Inhale, warrior 2, exhale, reach over the knee, up and forward. One more on each side. Strong, powerful breath. Now come back up to warrior 2, straighten that front leg for a moment. Bring your hands to heart center. Then your right hand to your hip, and you're gonna push that hip a little more underneath you for a moment. Take your left arm out for a half warrior 2. So left arm is reaching, bend your left knee. Reach ahead of your knee, and if you've got a prop, feel free to use it here, just off your pinky toe. Pop your right limbs to the sky, half moon. Just a different way to enter, a different access. Now try to bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your heart to meet in the middle, and turn your chest to the floor. Release your right foot down and press up, reach up, praise the skies, and then bow forward. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Exhale and lower. Halfway or all the way. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Right leg to the sky. Step the right foot forward. Find the lunge. Reach up. Bring the hands through heart center. Shifting forward. Bring the elbow outside of your knee. Turn into your twist. So again, another access, a different angle and reach. Just to match the other side, let's untwist for a moment. Step the left foot to meet the right. Sit into chair. Feel the weight in both feet, both hips. Weight on your right foot, left heel lifts and step back again. Finding that lunge. Rotate, twist. Feel free to put the knee down. Get really balanced here. Or excite and energize that back leg. Eyes steady. Cartwheeling open here to your warrior two. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Now let's flow here. Right arm up and back. Hinge forward over the knee and side angle. Coming back up, inhale. Reach up and back, exhale. Inhale, open. Reach forward and over the knee. Come up and back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach back. Coming through this one last time, reach forward. Come up and through, straighten the front leg for some relief. Left hand onto your hip, press the hip a little forward. As you come through, reaching ahead of the knee, pop the back leg, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to use your prop here, and it's really helpful for your side waist to stay long, both bottom and top, if you bring the floor up to meet you. Now, the standing leg shouldn't be locked out, but it shouldn't be bending either. It's somewhere in the middle. So it's like a softness behind your knee. Your left arm reaches to the sky. Breathe for 3. For 2. And then bring your right hand to your heart, your left hand to your heart. Square your heart forward. Then feet together, reach up. And bow forward. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Feeling a little warmer now in the core and our whole body. Deep breath in. Let your head go and sigh. Allowing for this releasing quality in your ankles, your knees, your tail to the sky. Pull your thumbs towards center. Give your head a little nod and shake. And bend the knees. Look forward and step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Press to rise or reach up. And sit back into chair pose. Now let's do a classic sun salutation B. So from here, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Back heel comes down, arms reach. Let's stay for 3. Full breath. Shoulders melting down. Feel the length in the sides of your waist and into your torso. Sweep the arms wide. Plant the palms. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, low push-up. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Left foot steps forward. Right heel comes down. Reaching, inhale for 3. Full breath. Try to square the hips forward. 2. On your next inhale, reach, arms wide. Exhale, plant the palms, step to plank. Lower, Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Now step your right foot forward between your hands and lower your left knee. If you have props, use them. Otherwise, fingertips on either side of your front foot. Straight lunge. Coming up off of the hands, so feeling free to stay here. Option to interlock the hands in front and press into the front knee and pull back a little with your right hip and forward with your left. Now bring the hands, option 2, around behind you, interlace your fingers and squeeze down. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over, over hips, and hips coming more in line at center. And wherever the hands are, you're going to press into your back foot, energize that leg, and come up. Now, if that's a lot, again, your hands could be forward, a little weight forward, helps to lift the knee with more ease. Now, if the hands are on the knee, you're going to open them out to wings. Otherwise, keep the interlock if you're playing here. Hinge forward, and then launch again over your front leg. Airplane position with bound hands or big wings for 3. Good. For 2, getting a little warmer. Bring your feet together. Release the arms, sweep up. And bow forward. Sit the hips down, sweep the arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step and lower to chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Right leg to the sky. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Another sun B. Open up. This time exhale right back down, chaturanga. So a bit more power with grace. Flow through to down dog. Left foot to the sky. Left foot steps forward. Right heel comes down. Reach up. You have it within you. Exhale, hands come down. Chaturanga low. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Step your left foot forward. Find the lunge on the other side. Lower the knee. Bring the blocks underneath. Staying here for a couple breaths. Think shoulders if they've crept up. Glide back and down. Get a little bit higher in time. Maybe hands to the front of the thigh. Press back. So we tend to sort of hang in our lunge, but then that rotates the hips. As we press back, the hips come into neutral. Option to take the hands just by your sides or keep them on your knee or interlock opposite hand on top. If you remember which one, if you're not sure, then it's usually opposite of where you go to automatically. Squeeze. Stay here. Press down and lift the back knee up. So that takes a lot of energy. A little lean forward will help. Feel free to keep the hands locked or open the wings and fly up and over your front leg. For 3, for 2. Now on 1, bring your feet together, release your hands, reach up. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift. Step back to downward dog. From here, half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. Right foot comes across to the left edge. And you can walk your left knee back. Now to stay in the idea of flow and movement, we're going to add a little flow to the spine. So an inhale upright, exhale forward and down. Think about reaching the crown forward and then rolling back up. Inhale. Exhale, soften the elbows, release the shoulders, roll through. Inhale to come up. On the third one here, you're going to stay down. So you can come to forearms. You might even come right to forehead with your elbows nice and wide. Now, if the practice has provided some challenge, where can you soften in your mind and have the grace and the gratitude to just be happy to be on your mat, to be moving, to be breathing, and know that challenges are what help us grow. And when we're resetting our day or kickstarting our day, sometimes we need a little bit of a push outside of what we're used to. And I don't mean a force, but a nudge, a gentle encouragement in that direction. Gradually start to come back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes. Flush your right leg behind you, so let it glide back. Might need to pedal it out or give it a little kick back a couple times. And then the other side, left knee to left wrist, left foot up the right edge of the mat. And if half pigeon doesn't serve your knees, you take an option that you know works to open up the outer hip. But if you're staying with me here, tall inhale, exhale forward and down. Inhale to roll up. Exhale forward and down. Inhale, roll up. On the third one here, we'll stay low, coming to forearms. I'd even say widen the elbows, rest your forehead on a block or stacked hands. Keep bringing the breath in a way that is encouraging you to go a little deeper into the edge of sensation, what you feel, what you might be prone to back away from, perhaps stay with. There's always times in life where we either need to find a way around or find a way through. And it's not in a way of a bull in a china shop way through, but a way through the muck, the stuff, the junk that gets in our way. To find the path of little resistance, and even if there is resistance, that we are persistent in moving in the direction that calls. Slowly walk your hands back underneath you. Glide out of your pigeon or any other hip opening you've taken. Pedal out the feet. And then walk forward and come into a seated position with your legs around in front. Now to finish in a similar way to what we started, we're going to lengthen the spine to the floor, but using our core. So bring your hips closer to your heels and your toes at the edge of your mat, feet together, knees together, feet glued to the floor. Sit up tall, lean back, shoulders down, chest up, arms hover, or use the hands behind your thighs. And as you lean back further, where your feet want to lift, push down and pull in. Lower back, then middle back. Try not to drop. And then upper back and head. Now from here, you'll simply take your right thigh on top of your left, exactly as they were, and walk your left foot towards the right edge of your mat. Arms wide, shift your hips right, and your knees fall left. Deep breath in, and big sigh. With hard work comes big reward. Press down through your left foot, swing back through center, hips to center, feet to flat, slide them a little away, and then going right leg over left, left leg over right, right foot to the left edge of your mat, hips left, knees right. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Come back through center. Now hug your knees in like you did at the very start. And then stretch out to a final resting, final shavasana. You deserve it. Savor every moment. Palms fall open, face relaxes, feet fall apart. I'll let you know when it's time to move again. Savor this moment. For when we do hard things, we realize how strong we are. Staying here in the stillness. Option to start to move gently your toes, your fingers, bend your knees. Reach your arms back behind you and a stretching out. And a roll to one side. We'll rise back to a tall seat where we originally met. And take your hands to your heart center with an acknowledgement with your eyes closed to yourself. For making it to the mat, for moving in ways that challenge us to ignite that fuel and that fire within us. But also in gratitude for making it right through. Modifying where needed is never taking the lesser road. It's moving with authenticity and integrity to your mind and your body. I bow to your light. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.